Although he never left our hearts, Keanu Reeves made a huge return to the mainstream with the original John Wick film back in 2014, which has since spawned one of the coolest action franchises of the decade. We've heard about plans for a couple spin-offs, a video game, and even a TV show, but today we're sticking close to home and looking at everything we know so far about John Wick 4. But before I go any further, be sure to like this video if you want us to keep talking about all things John Wick, and subscribe to Cinema Blend so you don't miss a single one of our videos. Now let's first dive in with what we all are really dying to know: when will it be released? Thankfully, we won't need to wait too terribly long to get back to all the sweet action, as Variety reports the film is set for a May 21st release in 2021. As with any film's release date, things are subject to change throughout development and production, but have faith. We don't yet have a confirmed director for the project, but given that Chad Stahelski has been a part of the franchise since day one, and that he said he would be involved with a fourth film if Parabellum was successful, well, our money is on his return to the coveted director's chair. In a wild turn of events, John Wick has actually been recast with Matthew McConaughey taking over the role. I'm kidding. With official news scarce at the moment, no one has actually been confirmed for the fourth installment. But similar to Stahelski, Keanu Reeves has stated that he would happily return to the franchise if it continued to have success, and you can't have a John Wick movie without him, so we'd count him in. And looking at how each sequel has picked up directly after the previous movie, we can probably expect that huge cliffhanger in Chapter 3 to mean Lawrence Fishburne, Ian McShane, Lance Reddick, and the like to all make a return. To this point, the John Wick sequel motto appears to be bigger, more badass, and crazier than hell, so there's only a small, very tiny "the Infinity Stones are real and someone's altered our reality" chance that John Wick 4 will not be firmly planted in an R rating. Well, now that the safe speculation is over, let's get into some of the bigger picture ideas surrounding John Wick 4. Could this be the final movie? One thing we know for sure is Keanu and his director Chad don't like to get ahead of themselves when planning out each film. In an interview with IndieWire, Stahelski noted this: "People ask me this all the time, am I ending the movie for a cliffhanger? Keanu and I have never, from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, ever expected to do a sequel or a follow-up. John may survive all this shit, but at the end of it, there's no happy ending. He's got nowhere to go." So it doesn't sound like John Wick 4 would necessarily be set up as the end of the franchise, and given that Chapter 3 grossed over $300 million on just a $75 million budget, we think it's only in everyone's best interest, fans included, that this story keeps moving along until the well runs dry. As mentioned, there's a lot going on in the John Wick franchise outside of the main film series, and that includes the development of a spin-off film, Ballerina, about a young female assassin. Right now, a writer and director are attached, and Keanu and Chad are on board as producers, but we don't yet know when it will be released. It's possible the stories of John Wick 4 and Ballerina will intersect in some way, but right now it's hard to tell for sure. In John Wick 3, we see Angelica Houston's character training ballerinas when John comes to her doorstep for help, and so there's probably a good setup for where Ballerina might take its story. At the very least, we can hope for some nods and Easter eggs here and there. While we wait to see how John Wick 4 exactly shakes out, fans can rest assured that the creators are very much interested in telling more of John Wick's story and expanding on the world surrounding him. So as long as we keep showing up to the box office, we hope we'll be rewarded with more. For now, head down to the comments and let us know where you want to see the franchise go, and of course, if you want us to cover more John Wick, like say the Ballerina spinoff, smash the like button and make sure you subscribe to Cinema Blend to stay up to date on everything we put out.